first ingredient is love, which you already all know. The second one is trust, because that love means that you trust that other person to take care of you and that you will take care of them. And patience. Patience, because of all the things that happen in a married life that are maybe unexpected and that you work your way through. And I know that Kate and Christopher have all of these things and much more.
Hi, it's me, obviously. Just want to say how much I love you, and I'm so excited to be your wife. Love you so much. One out of the gray, and when the smoke cleared, it took her breath away. She said she didn't believe.
You have known each other from the first glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment. At some point, you decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, indeed, you have been making commitments in an informal way. All of those conversations that were held in the car, over a meal, or during long walks, all of those conversations that began with when we're married and continued with I will, and you will, and we will, all those late night talks that included someday and somehow and maybe, and all of those promises that are unspoken matters of the heart, all these common things and more are the real process of a wedding. The symbolic vows that you are about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know all those things that we've promised and hoped and dreamed? Well, I meant every word. Look at one another and remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you have been many things to one another. Acquaintance, friend, companion, lover, dancing partner, even teacher, for you have learned much from one another these past few years. Shortly, you shall say a few words that will take you across the threshold of life, and things between you will never be quite the same. For after today, you shall say to the world, I am your husband, I am your wife.
Kate, I love you. I can't wait for our awesome and amazing ceremony. I also can't wait for our amazing honeymoon, and I can't wait for our future together. I love you.
If love guides you in the process, you'll come out right. And may God bless you in living your life together.
I first met Chris just 3 weeks after they began dating, and it was a short introduction, but I realized two things pretty quickly about their relationship that have remained constant. First, they are very, very affectionate with each other. If you spend any amount of time with the two of them, you've probably heard at least one of their nicknames for each other, and I promised I wouldn't disclose any of them, but I never knew there were so many terms of endearment. Right, Munkerson? Secondly, I sincerely love how openly weird they are, and I mean that in truly the most sincere way. It shows that they're completely open with each other and comfortable around each other. There's a quote that really wraps up their weirdness, and it's actually by Dr. Seuss. We are all a little weird, and life is a little weird, and when we find someone whose weirdness is compatible with ours, we join up with them and fall on mutual weirdness and call it love.
I've known Chris since 9th grade, and we spent a lot of time together throughout high school, playing video games, doing homework, the usual things the boys of our age did. But something always stood out to me about Chris, and it's really easy to notice once you get to know him a little bit that he is the kind of person that likes to take life head on. He's the kind of person that faces the challenge straight on, is incredibly driven, and likes to view life as a test of himself, a test of his friends, a test of everyone he spends his time with. And I'm not trying to make his head big, I'm trying to point out how important it is that he found someone like Kate to match that with him. I don't think it's easy to match that, but he managed to find it. Someone that can attack life the way that he does, someone that can go with him on his journey where he will not accept any less than the best for himself and those that he loves.
To the newlyweds, Catherine and Rowan Erwin, now Catherine Erwin Hill. You came into your mom and my life more than 28 years ago and changed our life for the better forever. You were a bundle of joy and full of spirit. You've grown into an amazing young woman that we admire greatly. She is, as Chris knows, much bigger in her everyday presence than her height might suggest. Chris knows this, and while he may easily dunk on her, Kate can dish it out with the best of them. So I do have some brief advice to this most beautiful of brides and her handsome husband, and that is communicate. And by that, I mean listen to each other. Your hearts are entwined and you can keep together forever if you do that. So I have two quick quotes. The first one is from André Malraux, who is a French writer. I had to look it up to see who he actually was. He said, "A happy marriage is a long conversation which always seems too short." May you live happily together all the rest of your lives. May you give each other the gift of joy, laughter, listening, support, and strength. And may you, as your mother has done for me, make each other better than you could have ever been on your own. To the bride and groom.
Chris and Kate, may your life together be marked by kindness, patience, forgiveness, and harmony, and most of all, by love.